Stupid DJ.
He's already there. Good for him.
Hello. We're in.
Are we really?
We are. Would you like to?
Oh, hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the coronavirus got me all worked up.
Oh, well.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Matt's and Mark's. It is your boy, Hollywood Hogan.
Joined by your fearless commissioner, Joseph Saint.
No Wallace here for you guys to be bickering like last week's episode.
Let's address it. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Finally tried a chicken sandwich at Popeyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It was nothing to stab over. But,
Well, no, everybody's moving on to like the toilet papers and stuff.
Yeah,
And hand
was
sanitizers.
that not the elephant in the room? Oh, let's talk about last week, I guess. All right. Did we stir up a little trouble? Stirred the pot a little too much? Calm down, Rossi. I said stirred the pot. Okay.
Oh.
We have come to a mutual understanding. Me and RJ very much respect each other. We will be taking separate segments on this show for a little bit of time. Now, let's get back to it. It is what it is. Let's go, Hollywood.
By the way, shout out to our new background. I'm digging it. I love that. That is badass. Let's jump right into the wide world of wrestling. Look, I always love to start these off with something that's going to trigger you, as always. So let's just jump right into this. Rob Gronkowski has signed a deal with the WWE. He's officially signed. He's expected to make his debut on March 20th on SmackDown. So Rob Gronkowski will be on the main roster with about zero training as it is, multiple CTEs and messed up knees, but he will be debuting on SmackDown on the 20th.
So, and not even on the show that his buddy Mojo's on.
No, that doesn't really matter for that anymore. Well, that's if, everything goes according to plan, if the shows aren't canceled, but we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, Gronkowski officially signing a deal with the WWE.
He won't last. None of it will last. Doesn't matter.
It's unfortunate, though. I mean, here's a guy who probably can't work, who's probably going to hurt himself or
I
somebody
bet you
else.
he hits a better spear than Goldberg.
Is that saying much, though? I mean, I'm just saying, here's a guy who I don't trust to be in the ring. And the unfortunate thing is, I guarantee you he's going to have a title run at some point. So,
and that's why I'm a little surprised that they didn't immediately throw him into either a partnership with Mojo or a feud over the stupid-ass 24/7 belt.
I could see them totally putting him with Braun, though, and having him be his partner for Sami Zayn and Shinsuke and Cesaro. I just feel like that's what's eventually going to happen there. That'll probably be even the match at WrestleMania. And in other news, talking about WrestleMania 36, it's a lot of stuff up in the air right now. They're not sure if it's going to be canceled or postponed. We're actually going to find that out tomorrow. Tampa Bay is going to make a decision if they're just going to ban all events. Obviously, Vince, as always, thinks the show should continue and go on.
Let's be real. While Tampa may cancel it, which would be a really stupid move, Vince McMahon will not cancel WrestleMania.
Yeah, the show goes on.
Vince McMahon, and excuse me for being cold-hearted, if you continue to show after a wrestler died, do you really think the overhyped flu is going to stop Vince McMahon from running the biggest show of the year? Not going to happen. I wouldn't let it happen. Nothing's going to stop Maximum Carnage, I can tell you that right now. I don't give a fuck what virus is going around. It's the flu, people. Stay at home. I can go on, and I'm sure I will go on and on later on, but...
Yeah, I'm sure this will be a lingering thing that we'll continue to discuss, but like you said, it's not really Vince's decision really right now to where the location is going to be at. If it all looks like Tampa Bay will announce tomorrow that there's just going to be absolutely no gatherings of any sort in the Tampa Bay area. But from what I'm being told, it's looking like WWE already has a backup plan in place. This week's SmackDown may take place at the WWE's Performance Center, and you might see that for the future WWE shows moving forward as long as this thing continues. You might even see WrestleMania 36 take place at the Performance Center or an empty arena.
That would be insane. It's not going to be an empty arena. Vince won't lose out that much of the buys.
I don't know, man. That may be the only way Roman Reigns gets over. I'm just throwing that out there.
I don't argue that. Exciting, though. I'd like to see SmackDown from the Performance Center. That's different.
Yeah, it looked good for NXT this week. I thought they did an excellent job with that. So I could see why WWE liked having that style of a show, and I could see why SmackDown would be there, Raw would be there. So moving forward, you might see John Cena, Goldberg, Reigns. Jeff Hardy is expected to return this week as well. All of that may take place this Friday at the WWE Performance Center, and it may be the move moving forward. In other WWE news, Triple H has been named the WWE Executive Vice President of Global Talent Strategy and Development. So Hunter got a new promotion, just taking over little by little as time goes on, with Vince working with the XFL more and more so as time goes on. It looks like Hunter's getting that little promotion, a little push behind the scenes.
Stealing the thunder, because I was just going to name myself the COO of GCF, but, well, good for Hunter. All right. Yeah.
No, yeah.
I mean, it's not surprising. Though he's going to inherit it all. Stephanie and him, and Shane gets nothing. It is what
That's
it
always
is.
probably been the plan.
I mean,
Shane
it has.
a
That's
push.
the reason Shane left to begin with years ago. He was told that he's not getting anything. He has a totally different mindset than his father, and Stephanie has Vince's mindset, so she's going to get it.
Yeah, and I would not be surprised if Ring of Honor ever goes for itself. Shane McMahon returns with being the owner of Ring of Honor. That would be something I could totally see fucking happening on that show. So we'll see how that pays off. But yeah, Triple H.
I would love that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be a great way to include that roster, whoever they have signed at some point. But either way, Hunter just continued to make moves behind the scenes. I would expect this to continue as time goes on, as Vince slowly, and it may seem really slow, continues to let go of his grip of WWE. You'll see Hunter, and sanity, and continues to lose money with the XFL. You'll see Hunter take more control and more power with the WWE. I know a lot of people aren't happy though, because now it's kind of like a global reach. I already think Hunter's ruining the UK wrestling community, so it looks like he'll even have more power in overseas ventures moving on forward. We'll see how that moves on. But talking about that, David Starr. Mm-hmm. He's apparently being blackmailed by indie companies that have relationships with the WWE. He had a promo where he stepped on the UK title. He's also been very vocal about how WWE treats their talent. He's calling himself the Bernie of wrestling. So he's very much going after the way WWE treats its talent, how he uses its talent, insurance policies, things like that, stepping on Walter's UK title. It looks like because of all those things, all these independent companies overseas here in the States are starting to blackmail him and not want to book him at all. So he's having a hard time finding work.
I don't think that'll last too much longer once all this word gets out. He's going to be very valuable as the guy that they won't book. That's going to be his new gimmick, and that's going to get him over too. It was a bold move doing what he's already done, and he's going to be fine. He might get some deals out of it that he wasn't getting before.
Yeah,
I'm sure Joey Ryan will give him a call.
I'm sure a lot of people will call him. I mean, the dude's super talented, I've always said. And I mean, I think he's doing fine. I think he just had strong relationships with those companies at one point. And I think it's like unfortunate for him to have to just walk away from what he was building there. He was just part of a big company, right? Like a company overseas. And for him to have to walk away from that because of WWE's, power, it's a shame. It's hard for him, I can understand that as a competitor. You work so hard for one company trying to build it up to be pretty much be like released almost. It happens. But yeah, just WWE being petty and more petty WWE news. Vince McMahon is not allowing events such as Comic-Con or stuff like that to book WWE talent if they've already booked AEW talent as well.
That really is a joke. Comic-Con of all places has for years booked a lot of shows. They booked Impact while having WWE guys. The idea that it's pure pettiness. That's all I got to say about that.
And if there even is a Comic-Con this year, so it probably doesn't even matter. So, I mean, Vince probably got the last laugh there. But yeah, petty. I mean, I just don't get how a company that's trying to get, other wrestlers involved, you kind of exclude your own talent. That just doesn't seem like the smartest decision. Or I could see why WWE has access and all that, though. But we'll see how that plays off. In other news, WWE has filed a trademark to No Flips, Just Fist. They've also filed for the trademark of The Mechanics, which was the Revival's previous name on NXT. The NXT brand obviously is trying to get all these names here and there, but the Revival, they don't want to be in WWE. No. They've also filed their own trademark for Top Guys and Say Yeah, and other movesets like we've talked about in the past. But yeah, WWE and the Revival seem to be in a little beef right now. Doesn't seem to get any easier either.
I mean, the Lucha House Party definitely paid off for that spot that they got out of the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, so we'll see how that pays off. Again, we've said it multiple times on this show that both have been offered major contracts. They want out, and I don't see why they should not be released. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they were lucky enough.
One's contract is up quite a while before the other, isn't it?
Yeah, because one was injured during their contracts, and that was extended into his contract. One will be free, kind of like the Jeff Hardy situation where Matt was able to get out of his, but Jeff was going to stay back because of all the problems he was in the past. It's kind of the same thing with them, but they have no care in the world to be used at any capacity by the WWE. And good for them, man. They were obviously able to ditch that terrible Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, which, good God, what an absolute waste of time that show was. I feel bad for any other YouTuber out there that actually had to do a review or prediction for that shit show, because honestly, man, it pisses me off as somebody that was growing up during the Ruthless Aggression era, that loved the Hell in a Cell, that loved the Elimination Chamber, and to see a company just completely bury both of them in less than a year is just so absolutely
Personally,
despicable,
I
man.
don't like the new look. I mean, it's not new anymore, but I just don't like the new look to the chamber from what it was when it was first created.
It's very
just
clunky.
It's
Yeah.
There's too much space. I liked the confinement to begin with. It just didn't have the look to it.
And I don't think
but
neither of them have to be a solo pay-per-view either.
No.
I think it's so stupid
well, and
to
that's
make
where
them.
WWE jumped the shark.
Yeah.
Was naming every single pay-per-view a theme. Like, you don't need that.
And even with like TLC, you could have multiple different matches with TLC. You could have ladder matches, table matches, chair matches. There's different things to build from a TLC match. A Hell in a Cell match is a Hell in a Cell match. That's as close as it's going to get. Elimination Chamber is Elimination Chamber. And look, the women's Elimination Chamber match this last Sunday was hands down the worst Elimination Chamber match I have ever seen in my life. Yeah, they booked Shayna strong, but that was predictable. We knew it was going to happen. Everything leading up to that was so garbage, man. The pay-per-view itself was a waste of time. There was no
absolutely.
build to Goldberg or Roman. There was no build to any Cena Fiend.
No, there was
There's
absolutely.
nothing.
They didn't even plug it, even with archived footage.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even show you back. The match of the night was Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak, which
Yeah.
I don't take anything away from them. That was a great match. But the idea that was, one, the opener, and two, the only decent all-around match on the card is a joke.
Yeah, and the best spot was probably the Taker return. Now, that was probably one of my low-key favorites in the last couple of years for him to come back in that style. I dig it. He looks like he's in great shape, and obviously we pray to God that is his final match at WrestleMania. I doubt it, though,
I
because
don't
the
see that,
paychecks keep coming in. I do like what AJ was saying, though, calling him Mark Calloway and bringing up Michelle McCool. Look, if there was ever a time to bring back the American Badass
Very
with the
true.
bike, this is it. This is your final chance, Taker. I get the dead man gimmick. It's been awesome, but with AJ bringing up Michelle McCool and Mark Calloway, hook up a Limp Bizkit one more time, rev up the bike, and come down to empty arena, because I ain't not going to be able to see there anyways. Or
I'd
bring it to
settle
the
for Kid
Performance
Rock,
Center.
too, you know?
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, it'll be at the Performance Center anyways. We might as well do it. It's a one-time thing, and hopefully it is your final match. In other news, Matt Hardy has had contract talks with AEW, Impact, NWA, and apparently NXT. So he's had multiple conversations with all those companies.
I mean, that's not surprising. You're going to always weigh your options if you're smart about it. But if you watch his YouTube series, it's pretty obvious where he's going to end up. you
Yeah,
know?
it's. I mean, the writing's there. Matt is looking to wrestle less though, and focus
also smart.
more on evolving his character, which to me says AEW.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were watching what he's been doing before he even released the video with the Young Bucks in it, he had posted this long rant on his Instagram about the entire story, and scrolling through it, and he goes back to Impact and gives you all of every story aspect of it, and even reading that, you're just like, well, this was a huge fuck you to the WWE. This is his way of showing, hey guys, I could have brought it in so many ways. You don't want to utilize me, that's one thing, but I could be writing for you. I could be doing this. It's
Yeah, as a producer role, writing role, he would have killed it. And I think he even stated that the original idea for him was to have The Undertaker be featured on Freeing the Delete. That was one of his game plans in there. And he also mentioned that the reason why WWE kind of got rid of the Bray Wyatt Matt Hardy tag team is because WWE apparently got tired of Matt and Bray continuously approaching them with new ideas. That's coming from Matt. I mean, he's going to take his shots. He's free. I do not expect him to show up to NXT. That would probably be the most shocking thing that could happen. I'm shocked that Ring of Honor hasn't tried at least to make some sort of offer.
I mean, like I said, if I'm Impact, I'm offering him everything. I'm offering him everything
Impact, yeah.
to just be like, please come, put yourself over, run the company.
Yeah,
do
they're on
everything.
Access now. They have the money to spend.
Yeah.
And again, Impact could also offer, like, you could literally do anything you want. You want Free Dewey to be on Access Television? Done. Let's get that deal done. Let's bring you here and have you relive like those glory years of you bringing the Dewey to character into like the world. For AEW though, I think what they offer him is time, chances of not always having to wrestle. He could just be there. With his presence is so big on AEW. On TNT, it would just be a bigger, no pun intended, impact than him actually being there.
And the other separation is, and he can do both. Wherever he ends up, he can build a future for young talent, but working AEW is the future. It's seeing the guys that you know are going to take off. Impact, I'm not trying to knock anyone, but their talent is hit and miss. Matt Hardy can see a future in these guys that are already over, but can help them even further.
Yeah, the potential of more Matt Hardy matches and also him to evolve the character which he wants is just so much greater on AEW and TNT. So I think that's something he's going to look forward to. And like you said, if you're following Free the Dewey, it's almost pretty much done. And I think next week, and I'm sorry this is a spoiler, but it's all over social media, AEW will be introducing the Dark Orders. What's his name? The
The Exalted One.
There we go. Yeah, so that character will be debuting next week. But this brings me to my next thing. It does look like Brody Lee will not be working with Jake the Snake Roberts because it appears that Jake the Snake Roberts' client is Lance Archer. So we'll see how that works. I didn't think Lance Archer needed a manager.
I thought for sure it would be Harper with him, honestly.
Yeah, I think Brody needs a manager more than like Archer does. Like Archer can get over by himself. He can do a lot of things, and he's shown that when New Japan gave him the IWGP United States title, that was more of like a peace offering for him to stay. Obviously, didn't work. But yeah, it was very interesting to see Lance teaming up with Jake the Snake. Even though, I think Jake on promo is always going to be fantastic.
Oh, absolutely.
And they are teasing Lance Archer versus Cody. So, that's a big for Lance to, just get there, shoe in, have a match with Cody. But even though it does seem anybody that does sign with AEW, their first rivalry ends up being with Cody. Shout out to Sean Spears, because now nobody knows who you are again. They brought you in, they put you with Cody.
You either have it or you don't. Sorry, man, you don't have it. You don't. There's a reason you were in developmental for a decade. Sorry.
Yeah, I think they're trying to build this whole storyline with him trying to find a tag team partner with Tully there. We'll see how that pans out. This isn't really news. I just thought it was funny, and I wanted to get your reaction on this. Bret Hart was asked recently on his thoughts of Hulk Hogan, and the Hitman decided to say this: "I think he's a phony piece of shit." So the Hitman taking his shot still at the Hulkster. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I think that's amazing. That's the second funniest footage of Hitman I've seen this week. I don't know if I could dive into detail on him going on and on about cocaine back in the 90s and how it was a bonding experience. And
I'm telling you, dude, the CTE from that Goldberg kick is still there. He's still feeling the ramifications from that one.
Most guys know to shut up about that stuff of the past, and Bret Hart's just being like, it is what it is. Bonding. Loved it. It was good for the boys. I'm surprised he didn't take credit for inventing it. He does everything else. But when it comes to Bret and Hogan, I'm going to choose Bret.
Yeah.
Not much more.
And Bret's always shared his displeasures over the Hulkster. I've watched the documentary of Bret a couple of times, and he's just always said and it always brings up, what WrestleMania was it when he lost to Yoko and Hulkster comes in and wins the title, even though...
I'd been bitter too over that. You go into Mania thinking
main
it's going to go one
yeah.
way. Hogan comes for a special appearance and somehow just gets in Vince's ear.
Squashes Yoko in 2 minutes tops, and you look like and then you have to celebrate with the Hulk.
Yeah.
That was the icing on the cake. So I don't blame Bret for having some bitterness to Hulk Hogan. Trust me, he's not the only one. You got the guy up there, right over here, that had beef with him too. So, and so yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got for this week in the wide world of wrestling. This whole Corona thing has just gotten everybody going crazy. The biggest thing, we'll find out where WrestleMania is going to be tomorrow, and then we'll probably talk about it next week. I just
absolutely
don't have your hopes up for it to be at Tampa Bay, because it's
and I don't think it will, sadly, and it's definitely a bold move. I get why places have to do this, but it's such a joke. People, 1 year from now, we're going to look at this the way that we all laugh at Y2K. It's the truth. Mm-hmm. I don't get political, so I'm not going to go into that.
And we're going to remember this as the year Rudy Gobert ruined the NBA season. I know it's a wrestling podcast. I don't forgive you, big French idiot. You ruined the season that the Lakers were going to win the championship and Vince Carter's last season because you wanted to touch a bunch of mics. I'm just going to throw that out there. 7-foot Frenchman canceled the NBA season. That is triggering to the fullest extent, my boys.
So, we space the mics here and spray. Yeah. We're all good. We all good.
Yeah, we sanitize that. So, so a lot of crazy shit going on. I will say this, from what I've been told, expect Matt Hardy to show up next week at AEW. So there's a little spoiler for you guys.
All right. Well, thank you as always. Yeah. Guys, we are 1 month from the day. 1 month from the day.
Are we? Yeah.
From Maximum Carnage. And, there's a lot of things up in the air right now, aside from the coronavirus. I don't lie to you, and I let that be known. This show, this got some heat on it, guys. I can tell you who may be there. I can't tell you any matches yet. That's how secretive this show is. I can tell you it's one of my favorites. I can tell you its name will hold up like it did a year ago. Maximum Carnage is a night of no rules. Now, I've got some more to talk about. Big surprise, I know. this week, especially on Twitter, someone from my past has been tagging me left and right, at tagging GCF, and I don't get it, saying that they see Saint, and they see his past, and they want Saint back. I didn't go anywhere, guys. I'm right here, but I got to get down to it because something came up today when he tagged Gio Mazin as well.
Oh.
So let's talk about this. I was hit up by one Ian Bear. Now, for the GCF historians out there, Ian Bear was the first man I managed on our very first show, Good as Gold. I thought we were good still. I haven't seen him, but I heard he quietly bowed out from wrestling. Doesn't seem that way. Ian Bear has gone on and on and on about his new system. I don't know. So let's get down to it. I actually invited someone. I didn't invite Ian because he's got a bit further to drive. Gio Mazin, you were tagged in a couple of things today. Can you come out and explain yourself?
It's good to be back.
It's not enough that I've had Declan after last week's show calling me every day, hyping me up, talking. So what? Let's get down to it. Ian Bear,
Yes.
who you do know because I brought you out, announced you as the future on the very first show of GCF,
Which I am still.
which you then said you weren't ready yet. I said, you're right.
Yeah.
This guy is the future instead. Ian Bear hits the ring.
Yeah.
Now, didn't go the way I wanted to that night. Things change. We all move on. I understand that.
Yeah, we all do.
And now a week ago, I start getting tagged in things. I start being recruited again. The investors say they're proud of me, which, don't get me wrong. Thanks, investors. You're the reason I'm here. Love you. Declan, not so much. Gio, what's going on? Let's get into it.
Well, first things first, you have changed, Saint. I just want to put that out there. But my life coach did give me something to share with everybody.
You're
here.
a life coach.
Yes, my life coach.
You know what kind of people that have life coaches? Continue.
As I was saying, this just brings me back. I was lost without you, Saint. Lost. Yeah, of course, the investors supported me. They're behind my back. They know I'm the future. But, there was still something more that I was missing. I already know I'm Gio Mazin, but there's something more to Gio Mazin. With the Bear system, the B-E-A-R.
Bear system.
Yes. Do you want me to spell it out for you again? B-E-A-R. Can we have that on the screen? Okay.
Let's hold off a minute here. Continue. I see Ian in the comments here.
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
Good to see you.
Living the system. Is he living the system? Continue.
I'm finally realizing my potential, Saint. It's
You gonna
with
wrestle?
me. Not right now,
Okay.
but in the future, yes. Because Gio Mazin isn't meant for right now; it's meant for the future. Gosh, because of this, I asked the investors for approval to get a team together for this little up and coming tournament that you guys are having. Am I correct?
You can win the right to be in the tag tournament. Yeah.
Yep. So with that being said, I asked the investors if I can have this team be on my side while we, win that whole tournament. But anyways, that's just me. But anyways, the only team that I can think of is, what better man can I think of than the leader of the think tank, inventor of the Bear system, Ian Bear.
So, good God. Ian Bear is your life coach. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, he is my life coach, and he can also be your life coach, Saint. We care about you, okay? We really do.
Oh my God.
We just want the best for you, okay? It just hurts me sometimes that you're still talking to that walrus. And I just you changed. And we want you back, Saint, to think right.
Think
left.
right. Thanks, Bear System. Do we have a video? Is that what you
Oh yeah. Oh, this is a perfect system. Everybody, shut up.
Utilizing this 4-part system, we will teach you how to turn your dreams into a reality. Step 1. Belief. Don't dream it, do it. Kevin lacks the raw charisma and drive of the think tank and wants to be more like us so he can have success with women, have confidence, and succeed at his job. In our first step, belief, we will use deep thinking meditation and vision guidance notepads to write down your goals and create a daily self-success mantra to build a higher you. This focused vision will help you to unlock true potential. In our second step, energize, we will teach you how to take those beliefs and through thought, action, realization, turn them to life. With this type of constant self-energy and the power of mental focus, as well as your own positive mental attitude, we can help teach you how to take those from inside your head into your actual world. In step 3, action, we teach you how to take these positive mental attitudes and directly confront any opposition that you have been given. With a series of speeches from Ian and Paul, we can teach you to take control of your life and handle things the only way we know how, head on. And in step 4, we shift your dreams into reality. That's right, the visions that you started this program with can be yours. We are waiting to help you. Here's some testimonials. Cameron, age 28, states that we helped him realize he was best used as a referee and to be realistic about his goals. Justin states that it was a realization that his face was holding him back, and with a mask, he can get much further. Paul, age 50, realized that while he is still not confident enough in the dating game, we could get him out there. And most importantly, Giovanni, age 26, has listened to us and gone from being a lackey and a coffee servant to being a conduit for investors in a major company in California. Take it from me, Ian Bear, head of the think tank. The Bear system is for you.
Right? What the fuck is this? That's something to live by, right? Right? It's just Saint, you need that, Saint. Just saying.
Good Lord.
And thank you, investors, by the way.
Oh, okay. So all right. The Bear system. The Bear system.
Yeah, BEAR. System. Did you read it? Did you want to play it?
I don't need it played again. Oh,
are you sure?
Hollywood, you got play by play. Go on, man. After that, what the hell was that? So this is your life coach, Ian Bear.
Yeah.
He's bringing in the think tank.
Yeah.
And you're bringing them in. You got approval from the investors. That's what you're telling me.
Yes, I did.
So the think tank will be here to fight for the right to be in the tag tournament.
That is correct.
All right. Well, I can tell you that BA and Azrael have already won the right to be in it. There's 3 spots open. If they're going to fight for this, they're going to have to fight someone that actually deserves it. All right. They're in. They get to fight. You're right. The think tank of the Bear system with Geo Amazing out there will take on Camacho and Drew Masters.
Ooh.
Boom.
Ooh. That's pretty high up there. But you know what, though? We'll think about it. Nah, you know what? We're going to pretty much beat them, so it's okay. We're going to beat them.
All right. And so glad that you're here to save me. So glad I got guys like you and Ian looking out for me. So glad you found yourself a big bear. Wow.
Say, we could be together with that bear.
Oh, good Lord.
What is going on tonight?
We can go back to the things.
You need to go find Declan, Gio. You need to go tell Declan your plan. Go on, kid. Get out of here. Go on. Thanks for stopping by, Gio.
Change. Can you help him? No one gets through to him. You need change, Saint.
3 days of the
Good-
coronavirus going
good
crazy. And we get shit like
Lord.
this on this episode. What the hell was that?
Can we go back a week when I was just fighting the owner
Screaming
again?
in the mic? Jesus.
Oh, Lord. There you have it.
When was that shot? 93? Like,
Come on, all around. I feel for Gio. I feel for Ian. What do you got? Come on, guys. Did I really bring this on the GCF?
that's what the investors got
All
cooking
right,
up now.
all
What
right.
is it?
No, they're looking out for me. All right, Ian.
life coach?
Look forward to seeing you again at Maximum Carnage, Ian. Do you know what kind of person is a life coach? A life coach. Same kind of people that use words like fate and fake words like that. You lost sight of who you are, and now you need to find someone to coach you? Come on. Oh, God. All right.
Apparently, you need saving.
Not the first time I've been told that.
I don't know, man. That's something you see like on an info commercial. At like
The
3 in
bear
morning.
system. All right, let's see how that does. That's
Well, there is.
something bold. All right, there you have it, guys. The think tank will take on Drew Masters and Camacho at Maximum Carnage. The winner gets the second entry into that tag tournament.
Yeah, so we're extending it. We're getting ready to, crown tag team champions this year. So, another tag team will advance.
That leaves 2 spots after this one, guys. I know that your owner's going to push it, as he should. His DMs are open. Follow his Twitter. He makes sure of that. If you're a tag team, get at him. Good Lord. Oh, man. Throwing me off.
Completely throwing you off. Man, that looked like... Man, I just want to know who edited it and who filmed it. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, the bear system. He's clearly got guys. Clearly.
We sure?
I mean, it worked. They're in.
They're getting their opportunity.
There you have it.
know?
Let's talk this through. Again, not to get into heated moments of it. Last week, we heard RJ Wallace tell me that I had a week to sign or get the main event signed. Didn't do it.
Oh, okay. Month away, guys.
On the way, I can tell you who the number one contender is. Joey Barone won the right.
Yeah.
I can tell you Cadillac's
It's his
there.
opportunity.
I tried to hit both of them up. What they've told me is this. Our heavyweight champion, Chris Cadillac, has assured me that by this weekend he will have an answer to me. So, I can only do so much, guys. I'm trying to sign off on this, trying to get you that match. I can tell you that it's at Maximum Carnage, which means the rules will be very loose. I can tell you that the UV title will be on the line at Maximum Carnage. Why wouldn't it be? It's the
Has to be,
staple of this
yeah.
show.
Yeah,
I
pretty much
can-
essential for a Maximum Carnage show to have the UV title, on the line that night. But yeah, we got to get that contract signed. We got to get that
Absolutely.
main
Hey, I
event ready.
agree.
We're
I
a month
agree.
away, guys. What are we doing? Come on.
I can tell you the one return right now, the return of Toxic Trent to GCF. Looking forward to it.
Been a minute.
I can tell you right now, I'm working hard to sign off on this, the return of Super Beetle.
Now, have we confirmed if the horn is a weapon or not?
I mean, well, I guess at this show it doesn't particularly matter. And don't. I know I keep saying this. Yes, there are some matches on this show that are held under regular rules. I'm just saying at a show called Maximum Carnage, you can't expect too much there.
All right,
Yeah.
so going to be a little bit lenient on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, we saw it used pretty well in this last match. So, I mean, I know there's some concerns, I'm sure.
Some people may think you may not be able to use it, but like you said, Maximum Carnage. It's all-out warfare.
It is.
usually, so a month away.
I can tell you that DI, the remaining DI,
Ooh.
who I've watched on the Royal Ramble on Tuesday nights,
Tuesdays.
watched Royal Ramble on Tuesday nights. DI was here talking about who they are, what they represent. That'd be Helmuth and Flores. And I could tell you that they've got something up their sleeve because they've been reading up on the rules or lack thereof for the UV division. And I can tell you right now that they can kind of alternate that title as they say fit.
Oh, really?
Really.
Okay.
I know that'll piss off some people too.
Oh, I'm sure it
Maybe you
does.
should have looked at the rule book. All right, guys.
I mean, yeah, maybe some people would have still
Good
kept the title
Lord.
by now.
Maybe. Maybe if they weren't, busy fighting a commissioner and actually wrestling. Not walking around with their clients. All right.
How the energy drink sales doing? I just want to know. Are we doing good? I haven't seen them around. heard they were stripped down because of the coronavirus.
See this? This is why I got this kid. Don't pick fights with him either. All right? Don't mock him on the show that he's the star of. Let's be real. He sits between here for a reason, keeps the owners at bay from fighting each other. That's good.
Oh, that was fun. Like I saw on Instagram, that must have been how Derek Fisher felt during Kobe and Shaq years. Just being in the middle. Fun, toxic relationship you have.
I can tell you one more. Mikey O'Shea, still not happy with me.
Man.
What a shocker. I've got a roster of
Whole
talent
roster.
not happy with me. Oh, I don't know what I've been doing. So, Mikey says he's got some unfinished business as well. That's all he said, so not entirely sure what
good
that
luck
means.
to anybody that has to face him, man.
He can, challenge just about everyone at this point. Yeah.
I mean, here's the guy coming off his first official L in the GCF. I think that just makes him even more dangerous than he
does.
was before. So, I mean, you could assume who he wants to get revenge on, who he has his eyes set on. And if I'm that certain person, I mean, that would be a terrible position to be in. But I'm sure we'll find out more details of that moving forward.
We will. All right, guys. As I said before, we're taking it a little slow here. I have signed off on it. He has agreed. Your gracious owner. We will take separate turns. So this is where I take my leave. I'll come back to you next week with a lot more news. Hollywood, thank you for doing a
No
great
problem,
job.
no problem.
And I believe the owner's here any second now.
Say, I'll just tag team and just switch
Yeah,
off on a hot
yeah.
tag. All right.
This is what divorce looks like, guys. And I'm just a child waiting for, visitation. Come on, man. We gotta talk.
Hollywood.
We gotta talk about the NBA being canceled. This is not what's
Yes, we do.
What's up, brother?
God damn. What, did Geo Amazing sit here? Damn, is this fucking...
That almost went really bad.
This bear system have Weight Watchers in it? Fuck. What's up, Hollywood?
The life coach thing, man. Did you
Yeah,
you
no,
watch
what's
that
up with this bear system thing?
Please share your thoughts on that.
Sounds
'cause-
like some gay shit to me.
Okay,
But, you know,
all right. Let's not go too far into there.
like bears are like,
Let's not go too deep into that.
I was watching the video on the way here.
Okay,
so-
thoughts on that though. I mean, God, production-wise, man, it looked like it was filmed in the '90s.
Yeah, it looks like an old ass video.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good for him. He has a life coach.
Yeah. Don't we all need one?
Do we?
I mean, I'm always on Mamba mentality, so I mean, I can understand why.
What is going on in his life that he needed a life coach though?
Apparently, he
I-
needs some
I'm-
straightening.
I- I
Apparently,
mean-
they
I
want
mean-
to save Saint.
I mean, he's fat, but I mean, you don't need a life coach for that.
Yeah, you're shooting. I mean,
Well,
look,
it's-
the whole message that I took from that is that they
what
want to
that is
save.
for.
That they want to save Saint.
So
So
they
I
want
don't
to
know.
save Saint, so they gave Gio Amazing the life coach.
Maybe it's all part of the plan. We don't know. But I mean, it worked. I mean, they're getting a tag team, match,
Oh,
Maximum Carnage,
Oh,
which will then lead to them possibly getting into, being crowned the new GCF tag team champ, the first ever. GCF
I don't know about
tag
that
team
one. I don't know
champion.
about that.
Well, I mean, they gained the opportunity. We don't know how things are going to play out.
I mean, I don't know about that bear system. We don't know how effective that bear system is.
I mean, going by the chat, apparently you can have a life coach too.
I don't
You interested in that position?
I'll hard pass.
Okay.
Life is going fine for me. I mean, besides school getting shut down,
That's a that plus.
I mean,
Yeah, at the end of the day.
But I like to brag about being at USC. No, like I'm taking
Shameless,
online classes.
shameless
Yeah,
brag.
you
Shameless
know,
brag.
Jeez. But yeah, I mean,
So, I got to ask your thoughts on this whole you two switching off between, moments of the show.
I
'cause-
think it's what's good for me and Saint right now. You mean, I like the guy. We have a mutual respect, but just like all marriages, you get into fights. I got into fights with Tina all the time. They had to separate for a little bit, right? What's that song? What's love got to do with it? No.
Watch the ending of that movie. At least she ran, though.
Yeah, Bobby and Whitney got into fights a lot.
Yeah?
You made a Shaq and Kobe. I'm obviously Shaq, right?
You
No,
guys
I'm
gotta
Kobe.
decide
I'm Kobe.
between
You're
that
right.
one. You got to decide
I'm
between
Kobe
that
because I
one.
built the house. You're right.
Ooh. With the bricks or without bricks?
Kobe built Staples Center. So.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, well, Shaq built it with the bricks. I mean, you got to depend on it. But I mean, I'm just saying it's pretty awkward to have one person here and another person here.
I'm always worried Shaq's gonna leave for Miami soon. By Miami, I mean Barstow. So, yeah.
I don't know. Barstow. I mean, Miami won the championship, right? Then Barstow's gonna win the
I
championship.
mean, Joseph Saint's a great mind. He can turn Barstow into
And
At
I
least
gotta ask you.
championship wrestling from Hollywood.
I gotta ask you your thoughts on Declan showing up there. I don't know where the fuck he came from. He just showed up randomly.
He showed up.
Yeah, just randomly appeared. I'm telling you, that dude's
See, I'm telling you, he doesn't walk by people.
He just appears, man.
Dang, that's great. Well, I mean, I have no comment on it because I don't know what happened.
Well, you walked off. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at Saint. I turn around. This dude's standing right here, about to sit down. It's like
I'm telling you, he just like spawns, like he comes like a portal or something.
Skynet, bro.
Skynet. Maybe the investor started the coronavirus.
Dude, there's a plot twist. I'm willing to
no,
go
dog.
down that rabbit hole to find out.
No, dog.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to take you out, probably.
Probably, but shit.
They would have wanted.
I got a pretty good immune system.
They would have wanted to cancel their own show. Oh, okay, we got more comments in there. Your sweater.
Your sweater looks like it was made from my grandmother's rug. You're clearly not in charge of your own life. Well, I did take it from your grandmother's house as I was escaping from her bathroom last night. So, yes, I showed her what this bear system was all about. Yeah. You better watch out, Ian Bear. Uh-huh. Fuck.
It's a nice sweater, man, but it doesn't
It
look
is
like
a
you're
nice
about to
fucking sweater.
Looks like you're gonna sing some gospel right now, Loki.
You want me to? No. Shit. I'll bust out some Kirk Franklin right now.
Franklin, yeah, we'll get copyright for that one. Oh man, I think this is so random to have you two just take turns. It's like a hot tag. You come in, you come out. It's like, but either way, thoughts on Maximum Carnage? We're a month away, obviously.
We're a month away. I heard Saint didn't get that main event.
The main event is not
but
signed
he got a
yet.
good tag match signed. So
Yeah,
I
we
can't be
got
totally
that.
mad at him. You know,
Yeah. Toxic
And
Trent is also returning.
Toxic Trent's returning. My guy, Toxic Trent.
Yeah.
I looked
but surely.
into it. Cadillac. Is being a little difficult to get in contact with.
Now, do you blame one or the other, or is it both of them that are kind of being,
I don't know. I
We're a
don't know what's
month
going
away,
on here.
man. We gotta have this main event locked in.
Yeah, you think with all this
It's a
history
title
they
match.
have, they'd want to fight.
You would assume
they'd
that,
want
yeah.
to make this official, but who knows, man? But I'll give it another week. Like we're a month away.
Yeah.
We're
30
exactly
days
a month
ago.
away. Get
Yep.
your tickets now. purplepass.com/carnage2.
Nice.
This is the second Maximum Carnage. So I mean, come on, boys! Like this is a main event. People are gonna be paying money to see you guys. Like they want to see.
This is our marquee
what
matchup of the
happens.
night.
Chris Cadillac defending the GCF SoCal Heavyweight Championship against Joey Barone. It
Yeah.
needs to happen.
Especially after what we saw happen at Assimilation towards the end there, where Barone took Caddy out.
Took
Almost
out.
knocked his head off.
Took him out.
Yeah.
So it needs to happen. And we got Guy Cool coming back. Mikey O'Shea says he has unfinished business. I'm still kind of not fucking with him for calling me Vince Russo, but that's cool too. It's not the worst thing people have called me here. Who else we got? I mean, my man B.A. Marcus Frey. I mean, he's looking for a fight.
Yeah.
He's always looking for a fight.
Him and Azrael obviously have
Yeah,
moved on after winning.
Him and Azrael, they technically have the night off because they're already in
Yeah.
the tag tournament. But,
So we'll see what kind of,
Yeah, they'll be there.
business they get into that night.
Yeah,
The
apparently,
UV champion, Helmuth.
apparently Tony Reyes and his what's his sidekick's name?
I forget. I mean, I know Sam was calling him a troll
The
last week.
Penguin, is that what
Calling him Penguin?
Penguin? Is that
Which one, though?
the short, the bald one?
I mean, he's hooking him up, though, with deals, though, bro.
Little-
Like the
little-
energy drinks,
Little
the...
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. I mean,
What's his name? Oh, Billy Bonds. Bill Bonds. Yeah. Bill Bonds. Looks like a janky lawyer or something. Somebody wouldn't trust my taxes or something. Billy Bonds. Yeah.
I mean, they'll be there. I'm
gonna
sure
be
they'll
there.
make a presence.
I'm sure they're
Obviously,
going to be there. I mean, they
we
make
had him on this show. They were very ticked off about him losing the UV title, then promoting all the shit that they were promoting, even though it felt like it didn't fit the show, but whatever.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
that was your
just
decision.
be,
But anyways,
look, I'm just being nice,
yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
We'll most likely, I'm going to guarantee they'll probably make their presence known that night. We'll also see, like I said, our new UV champion for the first time on an actual full show, Helmuth. And like with me and
And
Sam were
apparently
saying,
there's some Freebird rule with the UV title.
I did not know that, but it's good that we established that. That's something that a lot of people could take
It's
on to
interesting.
advantage.
So any member of I guess there's only 2 members of DI now.
Well, that's why I was so shocked about, Caddy pretty much cutting them off, because I was like, man, you guys have all the belts pretty much now. You have the UV title, you have the SoCal title, You can run GCF the way you guys want to, but Caddy wants to do it on his own.
Cadillac wants to do things on
More
his own,
props
man.
to him. Sign that contract though, please, so we can get this main event settled
Please.
in. But like I said, they had all the power there. It should have been the cause of celebration. So you have to pretty much assume there's probably going to be more ramifications to that breakup. And we've seen Caddy pretty much challenge, DI to be present during that main event if we have a main event, if we can get that contract signed.
Yeah. I mean, we can always just do DI versus Cadillac, I guess. Title versus title. I mean,
There's a lot of things still up in there.
yeah.
Yeah, there's still a lot of
Lots of shit up in the air
Yeah.
around here in Stanton. But yeah, I mean, Maximum Carnage is a month away. The excitement is building still. I mean, people, ranting and raving about it. Coronavirus ain't gonna cancel this show. So don't be scared. Come to the dojo, even though Gio Amazing is bringing his little bear boys to the show. I mean, that should be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays off. But yeah, hopefully the coronavirus doesn't scare everybody off.
You should be gone by then, right?
So we hope, man. So we hope.
mean, shit.
Let's get a fucking main event first, and
Yes,
then worry
let's
about
get a main
that.
event.
Let's just get the cards settled in. Promote this show.
Maybe
Come
they
on
have the
out.
corona. That's probably why they haven't been getting back to us.
I talked with Caddy. He sounded fine. So,
Oh, you sure?
I mean, you never know. Apparently, it takes 2 weeks to finally get it. So,
Oh,
but we'll see. We'll see, man. But look, Maximum Carnage 2. It's still happening. We're on the
Still
long
happening.
track there. Tickets are on sale as we speak. Hit them with that link one more time.
$10 online. purplepass.com/carnage2.
Yeah.
And let's put it out there right now. This year's Maximum Carnage will not end like last year's. I know Saint has been hyping it up that way, but why would you want to hype some shit like that up? Why would you want to hype up getting your own ass whipped? I don't get it.
I was there, but I was just filming the whole
I was
altercation.
there too. I was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you got your ass beat, but I was
Exactly.
there outside of the ring just watching you get your ass beat.
Nobody
So that
wants
was the
to.
difference.
Nobody wants to look forward to an ass beating. I was
Well,
like,
maybe that's why I got beef with DI, because they didn't target me. They just, they enjoyed getting the camera time. They just took all you out, guys. You guys got taken out. I mean, if it happens again, I'll be on commentary, so
yeah,
I'll
you
call
just-
the action stuff.
Yeah, you just keep on moving up.
I know, right?
You're just like best friends with all these motherfuckers. I'm starting to worry. I'm starting to worry.
Moving on.
Is that what that is? No, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I'll try to stay out of the way at the end of the show.
Look, it's Maximum Carnage.
It's
we
Maximum
know
Carnage.
shit's gonna go down. It's gonna be wonky. I mean, even the build to this, as we continue to make matches here and there, it's gonna be chaos, and that's what Maximum Carnage 2 promises every time. So I mean, as much as we say we don't have really a main event yet, that makes it more enjoyable and more fun because you don't know what to expect.
This is true. The
Yeah.
mystery factor.
Yeah.
It's like WrestleMania.
Well,
We don't know if it's going to happen.
I mean, if we can avoid Goldberg another match, then hell yeah, let's not make it happen. Coronavirus, take over. All right. Are we doing Q&A this week?
Oh, yeah. I saw a couple questions on here.
All right.
Um,
Let's shoot it.
Let's see.
Because last week we forgot because both of you guys were arguing. But, Saint took care of that on our Instagram, so make sure you follow us on all our social
Yeah,
media.
that
as
was
always.
cute.
Follow the Fed, Instagram, Twitter,
Yeah.
even our YouTube channel, Facebook, everything.
Yes, we do have. Look at you plugging
I'll
everything.
plug it, man, because he handled the questions last week
Goddamn.
after you guys yelled at each other for almost 30 minutes.
Well, once again, I'm sorry. You had to go through that. I'm sorry. Okay. Are you scared that if Toxic Trent returns to GCF, that he will bring the coronavirus?
I mean, pretty much anybody
Do
can
you
bring
have
it, can't
it?
they?
Yeah, I mean anybody can bring. Are you trying to say something? Are you infected? I know the whole infection thing is your, yeah. Yeah, no, that's stupid when you explain it like that. No. I mean, we're not scared. I mean, we'll take the proper precautions. If we have to quarantine you or some shit, or just not book you, that's we could do
Have
that
the
too.
first ever bubble match.
Bubble match.
There we go.
I like it. Put Gio Amazing in that bubble. No, I don't think there's a bubble that big. Next question. Well, this is more of a comment. Shawn Michaels should have been in one of the posters in the new background. In this background, Shawn Michaels should have been.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, but who would he take place of? I mean, I like Flair being there.
I would take Warrior out.
Flair looks like
I would take Warrior out.
Flair looks like he's in an episode of Celebrity Deathmatch. Like
It's a
that's,
nature boy, though.
that's and his skin literally looks like that now.
You can replace Warrior like Vince did. I mean, take him out.
replace Warrior like Vince did.
I'm just saying. I like Mark there. You can't even see his face. So
Yeah, I would say Shawn Michaels can replace.
we should
Ultimate
switch the
Warrior.
Taker off every week. Have Taker, then have Ministry of Darkness Taker, have Bike Taker. That'd be cool. But yeah, you can replace Warrior.
Yeah, you can replace Warrior. But like, which picture of Shawn would you put up there? Are we doing like
You gotta do the one with the belt.
like the Playgirl one?
Yeah.
I mean, it's on my side, huh?
Yeah.
Shit. Nah, can we do a different one? Can we do like him winning the Elimination Chamber or like his WrestleMania entrances or something?
I mean, if it was up to me, I would throw Eddie up there.
I like Eddie too.
Yeah.
Can we get a black wrestler? Good. So you get a Mexican wrestler, I get a black wrestler, and Saint can get
One that Vince hasn't buried?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just get like a collection of all the black wrestlers, just to make you feel safe. Like Street Profits, Sasha.
I mean, Street Profits probably gonna get buried.
Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews? Okay. Actually,
all of New Day.
of New Day. Just all three members on each three things.
Yeah, Owen Hart. Owen Hart was black. He was in the Nation. He was in the Nation. Anyway, next question. Where are the Walrus shirts? At your mother's house. I left them there. Why do we keep asking about these fucking shirts?
Because
they're
they're
gonna get made.
profitable,
I already
that's
said it
why.
2 weeks ago. These shirts are gonna get made. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I gave in. It's happening.
Good.
Okay.
The proceeds are worth the.
Oh,
I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Don't worry. Like he just said, he said it. The shirts are on their way. Sorry, guys. I just realized this doesn't make sense. How can I not be on at the end? I needed to sign off. So I've got one more question for us. We can answer. Hold on. Shh. It's okay. It's all right. We have one more question here, and it was a good one, actually. Who has the most momentum going into Maximum Carnage?
well, I mean, we don't have a main event, so I'll say.
Aside from the main event, though, this is based on all shows. Who
Well, I
has the
mean-
most momentum?
I guess Joey Barone. He kind of ended the show on a high note.
Yeah, I mean, he did win, that triple threat match to be named the number one contender, and he did take out Caddy.
Went out with a bang.
It's hard to really pick because you can't really say Helmuth because of the whole DI breakup. I mean, you could say Caddy because he did pick up that big victory, but then again, you bring up what happened towards the end of that match. It's hard to say, but I guess you would, Barone would be, in hindsight, if you think about what happened at Assimilation, he would be the easy choice. But I would probably end up going with Caddy, though, because he did pick up the win again, retaining the title.
I said 1 week ago on the Instagram page, that I took. You're welcome. But I learned the hard way, you can't doubt Cadillac. And if you're looking at the past year of GCF, of everything that any of us have done, myself included, he has more momentum than anyone. A year ago, would you have thought that Cadillac would have the power to end DI? And now look at it. 1 year ago, DI took out all of us. And now DI is 2, maybe 3 people. So who really won that war?
Yeah.
All I'm going to say.
They were in the height of their power, and now it's a lot of questions.
Yeah. And, people do, they don't bring up any of the original members that were there, because we did get rid of one member,
I mean, I think we got rid of
Yeah.
several when it comes
Yeah.
down to it.
Yeah, so, I mean, kind of did our job there.
Now we're being cordial, so let's end this on somewhat of a high note. Is there any other question we have before?
I mean, the two of them were kind of just
A lot of Corona questions, guys.
stupid
Yes,
yeah.
it's funny.
Will
but
you
let's
guys
be-
allow fans at Maximum Carnage? It's independent wrestling. Are you fucking stupid? We can't do this.
No, we're
without
going to have an
y'all.
empty arena match. Come on,
It's
guys.
the dojo. It fits 70 fucking people. Not all y'all people are going to be sick. If we can get 70 non-sick people in here, we'll be great.
Oh, man, we get 1,000 people. We're still doing this shit. I don't care if there's 1,000 person band. 1,000
feel
people
me?
show up.
We'll take sick people too. Just sit outside.
Oh,
Sit in the porta
It's a
potties.
glorified flu, guys. It'll
know,
be gone
like-
soon. No, we're not canceling the show. Wash your damn hands and
Yeah.
don't touch your fucking filthy faces.
Unless you're
Trying to
unless you're
breathe,
old as
guys.
shit or you have pre-existing medical conditions, you're gonna die. Fine, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
But like, other than that, like,
God, man.
you're healthy. Like, just use proper hygiene.
Any others? No, it doesn't look like it. Let me keep looking. Last chance, guys. Ask
Let's
questions
see.
now.
What's the deal with the investors? Do you want to answer that?
What do you want to know? What the deal is with the investors? The investors is how we have a company. I'll
gonna
announce
start
this here.
arguing again.
No, I won't even go into. I'll announce this right here and right now. Coming this week, I have a sit-down interview with TJ Suave.
Oh.
I've signed off to have you have a sit-down interview with TJ Suave. I think it'll be good for the fans.
I guess
No, they're
it's not
separate
like the
interviews.
cast, so.
Now, what's the deal with the investors? You've heard the story over and over and over. Stick to the interview, and I'll tell you what the investors' deal is. Okay?
Good old TJ.
TJ.
Right? How does TJ get all the big interviews?
I mean,
Like, he's the journalist. Like, I don't.
Yeah, but he's my partner.
He's
in
been
crime when it
around,
comes to
man.
Commentary. That dude can handle it. And he's done it before. He's had a great interview with Caddy, which you can find on GCF's YouTube channel. If you want just a little taste of TJ's interviewing skills.
I mean, he's probably got a couple,
no, I'm not afraid of Billy Bonds. Don't even
black-
get me fucking started.
Who asked if you were scared of Billy
Same
Bonds?
morons that ask everything. Don't come in here with that shit. Billy Bonds knows where to find me. I'm not sending out any more threats. Maximum Carnage. I'm gonna get my hands on him anyway. The end. The end.
Just make sure
okay?
you wash him first.
Make sure you watch him first.
Shit.
All right, guys.
Damn.
Have a live contract signing. I intend to. I
Get them
intend to.
together?
Yeah.
What? Me and him? Oh hell no. He-
No, bro.
Oh, I thought that's what
Cadillac.
you
No,
Cadillac.
I'm sure they are. Cadillac has assured me. I'm one step at a time. You deal with talent enough, and sadly that means dealing with Rossi. But I got this covered. I'll have the contract
I
signed.
forget about Rossi
It is what it
sometimes.
is. The match is going to take place. If we're not. What kind of a company are we if we can't sign off on a main event? We've done it every other time. Why can't I do it now? Come on, guys. Be real.
I don't know. Champion's kind of being a diva now. I don't know.
All right, guys.
Let's start being with Caddy, man. Always doubting.
Anything else? We're about out of time, I think.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, those questions were kind of whatever. Y'all need to ask
Always
more
go
questions,
to
man.
the GCF Instagram and the GCF Facebook page where it says Q&A. You click the button and you ask a question. We get it and we see it and we answer the question.
Or just
real
message
hard.
us, too.
Or
Yeah.
just direct message us on anything. You know our Twitter. You know our Facebook. You know our Instagram.
And also, before you do that, we're not going to shout out your music. We're not going to,
Yeah, no SoundCloud links, please.
Yeah, no SoundCloud links. We're not going to promote your shows unless we're friends with you. We're not going to do these things. If you're looking to sponsor us or you throw some sponsorships out there, all right, cool. No, we ain't going to shout out your friends. We ain't going to shout out your kids. No, we ain't going to do none of that.
Only Buffalo Sliders get shout outs from
Exactly.
us, guys.
You know?
Come on.
So, like,
I don't have enough shit. I got the Bear system after me. I got
was that?
Billy after me. I've got Tony after me. Mikey O'Shea's mad at me. Clearly, I'm doing something right. If you're not hated, you're not doing it right, guys. You know who said that? Triple H. And he's doing pretty damn well for himself. And nailing the boss's daughter never hurts either. All right.
And
Anything left? Is that it?
Oh, it's a lot of.
All right, guys.
Man.
What? It's him and Sean.
I'm Joseph Saint.
It's your boy Hollywood.
Marjay Wallace.
All right, guys. That's all the time we got for this week. Leave it on the mat, or you're just another mark. I gave you it,
Once
man.
Why? I
again,
don't
thank
like
you
that.
for selecting
Come
the
on,
Bear
you watching this shit
system
again?
from Think Tank.
The Bears, like.